Hello, good morning. My name is Annebaks. If you're my favorite subscriber, if you've been my subscriber, I say thank you and I welcome you back to my channel. And if you're new here to my channel, I welcome you. My name is Annebaks again. I am a fashion entrepreneur, and today I'm going to be talking to you fashion designers. Today I'm going to be talking, side hustle for fashion designer. If you're a beginner, you've started and you've not gotten your breakthrough, your customers as much as you plan to. There are some other business that are related to your business that you can add to what you're doing, to your sewing fashion business, to be able to bring more patronage and to be able to make more money aside just sewing you know clothes to people. And what I'm going to be going there are a lot of things that you can do, but basically it's going to be streamlined based on what people um, need and every day today that they can't do without when they are sewing, for your fellow tailors. Like, one of it is, if you're sewing a cloth, be it a skirt, a trouser, whatever you're sewing, you're going to require a zip. And this zip comes in different sizes. This is a zip, this is a melter zip, this is normal, and they come in different lengths, whatever you need, whatever project that you are embarking on. So as I said, no matter what you're sewing, a zip is required. So no matter, zip can't go out of fashion, so it's always there, it's always what is needed for every cloth. And it has gotten so the creativity has gotten top notch these days, that even zips are no more functional. They're also used as decorative. They are used for decoration. Instead of making it functional that you can zip up, it can also be used to you know decorate on the cloth, whatever thing, whatever you want to achieve. So you can't go wrong when you decide to start selling zip. You cannot go wrong, irrespective of the sizes. And the thing is, it depends on how much that you want to invest in selling, because in selling zip, they come in different colors, different shades of color. It's a business on its own. So if you have much capital, it's quite capital intensive, because if you start looking at it from based on the colors, you have different colors. Which, how many colors do you really, this is like color chart of a zip that I got when I was thinking of trying to go into the business of zips. So it's because it's quite capital intensive. That's not the only thing that you want to do, or you don't have much capital to invest in it. You can actually start small. You can start buying dozens of different sizes, that of skirt, that of gown. And you can also tell yourself that you want to have specific zip, meaning that you can decide that you want to only be selling decorative zips that maybe have stones, so people just know you, that there are particular zips that you sell, not the general one. But if we are looking of attracting traffic and people to your store, to your studio, to your fashion house, you don't need to restrict yourself to mainly decorative one. You have to sell the day-to-day needs zip, which is meant for skirts, meant for gown. And make sure that whatever zip that you are stocking up in your store is zips that are durable and be open, that people can come and make changes of their zip in case it gets bad. Then the other thing that you can sell also, you can sell lining. So, or most of the clothes that we sew require a lining, and the lining come in three different categories. You can decide to be selling lining that are 100% cotton. That's what I use because of, in terms of durability. You can be selling the one that they call aba lining, which are the cheaper version of the lining. They are not totally cotton, they are mixed with polyester. Those ones are cheaper and they come in different colors also. But the thing is, observe your environment. You might be in an environment where they don't patronize, they don't really buy the 100% cotton. Maybe those that buy it are very few, so you'll be able to know what quantity to stock up is that you have more of stocking up the aba linings, the china linings, or you are about stocking up the 100% cotton, whichever you choose. Try to observe your environment. Then what this is what we call a buyer strip. A buyer strip is also not is very um not so capital intensive. It's very affordable, it's very cheap, it's used for decorative purpose. You can stock that up also. It doesn't require you having so much capital to start it. With 5,000 you can start it and just add to what you're doing, and people will come also to patronize you. You can do interfacing. There is no especially if you're sewing all these Igbo dress, sometimes they are sewing with lace. There's no how. In order to give structure to people who always use interfacing, especially if they are working with princess style lining, there will always be interfacing. And interfacing comes in it comes in just two colors here in Nigeria. It's either you are buying, it's either a white or a black. So it's very easy. You don't need to stock up different colors. They are just majorly two colors. And the interfacing, you have the ones that is called wording, which is very thick. It's very, very thick. So even when they are using it in clothes, you have to be careful. You have the fabric one, fabric interfacing. You have the paper stay, which is cheaper. And you have the one that is called the color stay, So because you just have four basic types, depending on which environment that you are, you will need to stock up different yards of this interfacing. So now, depending on the one that is much required where you are, will determine how much volume you need to stock up based on the demand of your customer. The other thing that you can also sell is, you can get yourself involved in selling scissors. Though people don't require, tailors don't require it at every point in time, but you can decide to also add that to whatever you are selling. And you can also decide to sell thread. It's very easy to sell thread, because you can't do without, in sewing you can't do without using thread. You always use thread, either the small thread, the other thread that is looks like more like an industrial thread. Thread will not go out of fashion. It will be used over and over again. So with these ideas that I've given you, you'll be able to think based on your budget, which of this that you want to add to what you're doing, in order to drive traffic to your store also. And in doing that also, you have to put into consideration also your environment, the tailors around your environment. What are the materials that they use? They will surely use zip, but the thing is, what type of zip are they using? Is it the very cheap one, or is it the very expensive one, for you to know what to stock up? And in terms of lining, you'll be able to know, is it the bad lining, channel lining that they use most of the time, or is it the pure cotton one? Some people also use bridal satin as their linings. It depends on the kind of clients that you have. So with that idea, you'll be able to know what to stock up, and you'll be able to drive more traffic to your store. And when you try this, let me know, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.